On stretch where he was really good.
So he's someone I think is actually pretty likely to be in that spot at some point in the next 36 games or so.
I don't think that that's out of the question. But why, I guess, are you so dismissive of the bullpen so far? Just because only one dude is picking it up. At least in the offense, they've got Vinny, Bobby, and Salvi.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think there's enough. Like, you're asking, like, who's the ninth guy?
You just don't think there's a ninth guy.
I don't think it exists. I think we've seen enough to know that
you're saying you would like it to be that, but it can't be.
Correct. Like, because if I sit here and tell you, oh, the ninth guy that has to really step up is Chris Bubich. We've been saying that for him, I guess only a month and a half. But for everybody else, we've been saying that about Will Smith. We've been saying about. So yeah, of course, I would prefer they had a second guy you can trust. But I just don't think that's going to exist. We know by now if they didn't trade for Lucas Erceg, they wouldn't have had anybody to trust. They have one guy to trust, and his name's Erceg.
Like, dead serious, would they be in a playoff spot right now if they didn't trade for Lucas Erceg?
No.
Like,
they'd be a game or two back.
I'm not even trying to be rude, but, like, would they be in a playoff spot if they didn't trade for Lucas Erceg? I mean, I kind of think, like, no.
They'd be tied with the Red Sox or a game or two back of the Red Sox for a final wild card spot if they did not have Lucas Erceg.
Like,
and I think that's something you can say pretty confidently.
Like, somebody would obviously, like, had gotten some of the saves, right? Even if it was a grind. They'd have found a way to get some of the saves that Lucas Erceg got. But not all. Certainly not all. And not consistently all, just based on what they had walked themselves into and where they were at that time. There's just no way. There's no way to think that that's how it would have gone at that time. And so it's more about just being like, you can't just make these 8 guys be the only – you can't just be like, every starter – and then our entire offense comes from Vinny Pasquantino, Salvador Perez, and Bobby Witt Jr. Like, I think you need one more bat. Nate and Massey's hit leadoff some. Maikel Garcia would have been at one point this year. Hunter Renfroe would have been at one point this year. Paul DeYoung. Like, there have been some other guys who have stepped up at times. I just like one consistent guy for 5 straight weeks. Just one. That's all I'm asking for.
A lot of people mentioning Freddie Fermin on the text line, based off of just what he's been. Because when he's bad, he's basically a 300 hitter this year in quote-unquote limited action.
Freddie Fermin has been that all year. But Freddie Fermin is also, like, he's still a part-time player. And I think by doing that, they're not exposing him. And it's working in the perfectly guided role that he is in.
And he's probably played way more than they ever thought he was going to play this year already.
I would think so. I guess it's not a bad answer. I can't really argue with the answer in a strong way. I would say I'm looking for someone who is an everyday player. Hunter Renfroe, Michael Massey, or an everyday bullpen arm. Hunter Harvey, at what point can you actually start counting on Hunter Harvey, I guess, is the real question.
No, you have to view it as anything you get out of him now is just an added bonus.
Or you hope it's just playoff bonus, right?
But that's what I'm saying.
Like, get him in.
Anything that you get from him is a bonus at this point because he's been hurt. And I'm wondering if the back issue is why his performance hasn't been good since he's shown up in Kansas City. Right? There has not been really a Hunter Harvey outing where you felt great. And now he's hurt, suffered a setback. So we're going to have to wait until late September and essentially the playoffs till he's even available. And so then whatever you get out of him at that point, you're just going to go ahead and take as a bonus at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the truth of it. But I don't know. I mean, they said he maybe could start practicing in a couple of weeks. I don't want to rule out the possibility that at least he could still be in the mix some during that time. But, yeah, they're always going to run into those things. Like, they are. But I just feel like they need one more guy, especially for the division, because I don't want to give up on that. And there was times this year when we weren't pushing for that. They're 2.5 games back again. Have anybody checked the Guardians score today?
They're currently playing.
Yeah, they are in action right now. Are they winning or losing, you know?
I do not. I do not.
Guardians score. Because if they lose to the Yankees again today, they could be 2 games back in the division. They're currently trailing the Yankees 1-0 in the bottom of the 4th. So too early to tell on that one. But if they lose to the Yankees again, we're going to be talking about going into Friday's night game against the Phillies. They will be 2 games back of the American lead, Central lead, tied with Minnesota, unless Minnesota also plays today, for a chance to actually win this division. Was that what your ticket was for, by the way? Was it to win the American League Central?
Yeah,
or to win the
30-1.
That's a good. You got
that's
good odds on that
we had
one.
Mike Palm on earlier. He said, "Oh, that's a pretty good." He's like, he agreed. It's too early to hedge, though. It's too early for me to hedge.
Well, you're going to listen to the guy who helps run an entire casino
absolutely.
Over me?
Over
me?
That's exactly right. I'm going to definitely listen to him. And he said it's too early to hedge. My ticket's also not from here, so there's no reason. But yeah, I think that'll be something.
He doesn't have to worry about the handle on it?
Yeah, look.
I wouldn't hedge.
I'm pretty sure my bet is not one that pops up on the old radar. As much as I would love to think it was, it's a bet that and it's over $1,000, but it's not. They're not on the hook for $100,000 or anything like that.
You bet $1,000, or it's worth $1,000.
What do you think?
Worth $1,000.
It's worth over $1,000.
I was like, damn, you put $1,000 on the Royals, you'd be having a very different conversation on the show.
We'd be sweating.
You would be hedging.
We'd be sweating.
Well, I mean, you would just logically, you would just put 1,000 on the Twins to win it, and 1,000 on the Guardians to win it. At the very least, you wouldn't lose your money.
Yeah, we would be sweating way more if the liability was much higher. Yeah, we'd be sweating way more at that point in time. I was keeping an eye on some of the events going on here in Vegas. Not only are we at Circa Resort and Casino for Ultimate Contest Weekend, like, it's Vegas. There's always shows going on.
Yeah.
We went to the Luke Combs concert when we were here back in February. So I looked. And do you know who's performing tonight in Vegas?
No.
Alex G.
Wait, you're performing?
Alex G. Look it
Alex
up.
G?
Look it up.
What's the set list?
Alex G is performing tonight. Do you think that would work
Well,
if I went
Alex
anywhere
G.
and said, "Hey, Alex G, I'm performing in Vegas tonight. You can see me. It's tonight."
Is there any chance you could show somebody an ID and they think you're Alex G?
I don't
Yes.
think I look like this guy. Probably. I'm guessing we.
Have you looked at a photo of him?
No, I have no idea what he sings, anything, what genre, nothing. But Alex G is performing tonight.
I mean, he just looks like a generic white dude.
If you had
You're more
your
handsome
full
than
beard,
Alex
Thank you.
than Alex G.
if you had the full beard, you might actually be able to pull it off.
No, beard. You know what? It's not.
Maybe.
This guy's beard is worse than Alex's too. Alex has got a better looking beard than this guy. This guy's got more of like a
But I
Tom
don't.
Green.
To Drew's
look to
point,
him.
though, I'm clean shaven though. I don't have a beard at all.
If you had the beard, you might be able to pull it off.
I just wonder, like,
Because
hey, I'm
I'm
Alex
sure
G. Like, no,
somebody-
you're not. I'm like,
I have
the
an
hell?
ID.
Here, I'm Alex G.
Yeah.
Here's my Kansas ID to prove it. Alex G.
Yeah, so I'm performing tonight.
Indie rock of a lo-fi aesthetic. Due to him
Nice.
recording all of his music by himself in his home. That's just like me.
Alex
G performs just like me. I also
Oh my
record
gosh,
all my
don't-
music by myself.
Uh-huh.
So I
gonna
also
try
might
to
have. Do I have a lo-fi aesthetic according to?
I wish he was at a bigger. He's at a bigger property. He's just at like House of Blues. But if he was at like MGM Grand and the marquee said performing tonight, Alex G. I just want that. I just need that.
You need that
I
photo?
need that photo.
We need Alex G to get bigger by
need-
going to his concerts and increasing his brand awareness.
I need that. Like, man, they really gave us the royal treatment when Cody and I came on the road to Vegas. And
Now performing Alex G.
like,
Boy, you thought I was mad at you about the movie. Could you imagine if you got to perform a song on a stage in Vegas? I'd be like, how are you going to steal? Why are you going to do this to me?
someone says I should make a dating profile in Vegas right now and mention that I'm Alex G. My name's Alex G. Because the profile it doesn't say. It'll say Alex G. on a dating profile.
That's a great setup.
Alex G. And then it's a screenshot of Alex G. in concert tonight.
You'd be like, hey, I was going to go to this concert tonight. You want to come? And they'd be like, wait, are you that Alex G?
That is tonight in Vegas.
Shouldn't you support all Alex G's? If there was a Cody T performing in this city tonight, I'd be there. You don't support real
You
Alex G's.
You want to go to House of Blues tonight and support Alex G?
His last name is not quite as short as yours. Gianna Scoli is his actual name. No wonder he goes by Alex G.
He's Italian?
I mean, Gianna Scoli.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't want to say for sure, but
Yeah. Anyway.
yeah, probably.
Here's who else is performing, though. Did you? So I saw that. That's like a real thing. Alex G is performing. Who else should? Bruno Mars?
Okay.
Carrie Underwood?
Okay. I'd go see either
The
of those.
Killers?
Carrie Underwood feels right for football season around the corner.
Sunday night.
You know?
Sunday night.
It's just around the corner, man. First game of the season, Carrie Underwood's song will play.
The Killers?
Okay, I've seen
Hootie?
them. They're really good.
Hootie and Blowfish?
Never seen Hootie.
Shania Twain?
It's not Hootie and the Blowfish, right? Didn't he just perform by himself now?
I don't know.
I
But
don't
you
feel
get
like he's with the Blowfish
But that's
anymore.
well, I don't know actually. You know what? Hold on.
Actually, you know what? I think he goes by Darius Rucker when he performs.
Yeah, that
solo.
no.
So it probably is the Blowfish.
They're on tour.
I
It is.
apologize.
You had me second guessing myself there. Shania Twain.
Okay.
Cody, you should sing "I Feel Like a Woman," and then "Boys to Men," which you ripped
Jeez,
off
you
one of their
just threw that
songs.
in
Okay,
there.
so
And you ripped off their
first,
song.
I've seen Boyz II Men in concert, so too late on that one. Second,
You have?
Shania Twain has some absolute bops, and I won't pretend otherwise. Man, I Feel Like a Woman is a great song. That's a catchy
Well,
song.
it's a catchy song. Would you sing that on the air?
About just me?
Well, yes. That's why.
Or
it
you
would
want me
be-
to cover it into something else?
Well, that'd be. Yeah, I don't know what cover what you're going with on that one.
Man, I feel. I don't know. I'd have to
Man,
think
I
about it.
feel like a win. like,
Well,
what
no,
are you
it's not-
doing?
I'd have to think about it. I don't know.
I have no idea. Someone says Alex G is really great. Well, that's so nice of you. That's so nice. They said super chill guy, super good. Perfect.
Gold might find like, wouldn't that be a great story for you? How did you meet your future wife, Alex? Well, I happened to be in town in Las Vegas. I ran into a girl from KC who was at the Alex G concert. And she's like, I'm Alex G.
That's right.
And then you guys have this immediate connection. 2 years from now, you're married. 2.5 years from now, you got a kid.
You
You got her pregnant before you got married and you were supposed to.
Well, wow, you're really laying this all out there. You're really laying this all out there.
I got your whole story.
Someone says, I've never seen Gold and Kirk Cousins in the same room. Yeah, this is true. We've never been in the same room.
If Alex went to the gym for like
I've
2
been-
years straight, he got one of those Marvel trainers, you'd look more like Kirk Cousins.
the
You
Kirk-
got to work out, though.
Well, for sure. The Kirk Cousins comp has been one I've heard for a very long time. I think I look less like him now than I did like 5 years ago. But yes, there's been some comps for that. But it requires going to a gym, and therein lies the problem. So, personal training. You're right though. You all of a sudden are an actor in a Marvel movie, and your only job is to get ripped, and they give you they literally force feed you good food, and they all that. Then you're set. Then you're set.
Man, I feel like a touchdown. It doesn't sound right.
Man, I feel like a Chiefs fan. Man, I feel like
I think it's got to end
Royal.
in like in sound.
But you can't sing for a month, so you got a month to figure it out. Good for you.
Plenty of time for me to figure out my Shania Twain cover. It's not even her best song, but I mean it's a good song.
It's very good.
So,
It's
what, Drew? Do you like Shania Twain? You probably don't like anything of that genre.
I don't know if I've heard any of Shania
What?
Twain's music before.
What do you mean?
Intentionally, like I might.
You
have
don't
come
impress
across
me
them.
much. You've never heard that?
You don't impress.
Not to my knowledge.
What?
What?
You're
Okay.
still the
I
one.
don't know
None
what
of
it sounds
this?
like. I don't know what it sounds like.
Okay.
Well,
I guess play one
like,
coming back
that
from
can be
break,
bumper
but
music
some
next
point
break.
Well,
tomorrow.
instead of what? Yeah, I'll use it tomorrow.
Okay, that's the deal. That's fair.
You don't
I'll have
impress
to-
me
I'll have to
much.
mark
Be a
it down.
Way easier song.
Unless you guys want to skip what's trending, then
It's
I
gonna
can
be
play
like
it
the
I feel like
Chargers every
you
year.
don't impress me much as Cody's song about the Twins.
Yeah. Yes. Or Bo Nix.
Or
It could be about literally.
Bo Nix
I-
taking shots,
Oh,
getting shots
jeez.
fired.
I have endless supply of content for you don't impress me much. That's the good news.
Strays towards Bo Nix. Someone else says, I heard Alex G is horrible in bed. Great artist, writes excellent music. Anyway, Alex
Can't
G
close.
performing in Vegas. How about that?
You have to go see him, man.
$80 tickets.
So go. Go see
I'm
him at
not
House of
going
Blues.
by myself to see someone with
Alex
the same
G
name as
should
me.
see Alex G. There is no. There probably is a Cody too, but there aren't that many of us. Cody is not a serious name. There are a lot more Alexes in this world.
Well, that's accurate. I mean, that thing is very
I just listened to some of the song, and I don't think I've ever heard that before in my life.
Is Drew too young for
It's
Shania
fine.
Twain?
I guess. man,
It's
I don't
fine,
know.
but
All right, coming up next, though, we'll get to what's trending as we continue broadcasting here from Radio Row at Circa Resort and Casino, their ultimate contest weekend. I do want to get back into tonight's preseason game. Is there anything actually to watch or not? Next.
This is
Clear.
Cody and Gold on your new home for Royals baseball. 96.5, The Fan. Brought to you by Heartland Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health. Thousands of men have been successfully treated for low T, ED, and more, all with discretion and compassion. Make your appointment at heartlandmenshealth.com.
When you're talking about something as important as your eyes, you want to go with the most trusted in Kansas City, the best in Kansas City. And that's why I called up Dury Vision when I knew that I was sick of my contacts and glasses. What I wanted to find out, could I actually get rid of them? And the answer was yes. I called them up for that free consultation, just like you can do, at 913-491-3330. You can also go online to DuryVision.com, and when you go in for that consultation, they're going to walk you through a plan they can put together just for you. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. In fact, they're going to take all these images of your eyes and lay it all out for you in front of you. And just a few days later, if you're a candidate for LASIK, you could be having your procedure. That's all it took. A couple days later, I went in for my procedure. The laser was about 16 seconds on each eye, and the very next day, I was driving back into work. And right now is a great time to take advantage of their Friends and Family Savings event where you could save up to $1,000 on a LASIK procedure. Just go to DuryVision.com or call them up and tell them Gold sent you. 491-3330.
The savings are sizzling hot this summer at Hy-Vee when you shop on Monday and swipe your Hy-Vee Perks card. It's hot. Earn a 50-cent per gallon fuel discount when you spend $50 on groceries. It gets hotter. Save 75 cents per gallon when you spend $75. And sizzling hot. Save $1 per gallon on fuel with your $100 purchase. The more you spend, the hotter the savings. Stock up and save big Monday at Hy-Vee. Discount code required. Some restrictions apply. See store for details.
It's the best time of the year. It's tailgate season, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time at Hy-Vee's Wine and Spirits department. This week is the perfect time to stock up and save on wine, beer, seltzer, and spirits during Hy-Vee's Thirsty Thursday sale. This Thursday only, get a 50-cent fuel saver discount for every $50 you spend on beer, wine, hard seltzer, and spirits. I love seeing the price at the pump go down when I use my fuel saver card. Don't miss Thirsty Thursdays only at Hy-Vee. Offer valid at Kansas City area Missouri stores only.
Fall is the perfect excuse to update my wardrobe. So I went to Kohl's and fell in love with dressing up all over again. And all for less. With their friends and family sale, I saved 20% on polished pieces for me and my husband. Like dresses, button-downs, and shoes. Plus, I earn Kohl's cash. Don't take my word for it. Get to Kohl's and discover fall faves for yourself. Select styles. Offers in August 25th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Intimacy. Those special moments when we're together and deeply connected to the one we love. Truly, there are few times in life as wonderful as these. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and it's the restoration of intimacy that makes me most proud of the work we do in treating erectile dysfunction for our patients. ED is an intimacy destroyer. Research shows that men can draw apart from their partners when ED affects their sex life. The condition causes stress, anxiety, and depression. Even worse, a man's partner can even blame themselves when ED becomes a problem. For us at Heartland Men's Health, this is unacceptable because ED is simply a medical condition like any other, and we have many treatment options and treatment combinations that can stop ED in its tracks. In fact, we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. So call us and get back those intimate moments. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. We have 3 offices: Overland Park, Independence, and now North Kansas City.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Are you looking for a new job where you can have tons of fun and make great money? Twin Peaks is the team for you. We're looking for Twin Peaks girls, cooks, bussers, barbacks, and more. Text WORK, the number 4, TP to 85000 to apply today.
You've got to watch your NFL team every Sunday, and Verizon's got you covered for all your team's out-of-market games every Sunday afternoon. Come on! From kickoff to sign-off. From first downs and touchdowns
Right.
to turnovers and overturned plays.
After review, the pass was incomplete.
Nice. Let's go! This season, win every Sunday with Verizon. Get a great deal on NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV and a new phone. Excludes digital-only games. Terms and embargoes apply.
The only thing more satisfying than a crisp fall day is a crisp fall day inside your cozy, spotless home. Right now, shop Labor Day savings on select cleaning essentials and exclusive brands from the Home Depot. Plus, with fast free delivery, you don't have to worry about running out of your favorite cleaners, paper products, trash bags, and more. The Home Depot has everything you need to get ready for a fall refresh. Get your home crisp, clean, and ready for the season with the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Free delivery on over 2 million items subject to availability.
It's better over here.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This report brought to you by Floor & Decor. Unbeatable prices, unmatched in-stock selection.
Floor & Decor has more styles of laminate, vinyl, tile,
10 seconds.
wood, and stone for anyone looking for the right look at the right price. Your next beautiful space is at Floor & Decor.
Floor & Decor. Unbeatable prices, unmatched and in-stock selection.
What's trending?
Well, number one on What's Trending, we continue broadcasting from Circa Resort and Casino in Las Vegas for Ultimate Contest Weekend. Circa Survivor, Circa Million. Sign-ups going on all weekend, all the way up until the start of the season. $6 million guaranteed in the Circa Million, $10 million guaranteed in Circa Survivor. We'll have Derek Stevens, CEO and owner of Circa Resort Casino, join us on the show tomorrow. We had Mike Palm a little bit earlier today. He was into talking about the Royals. He was all about him. He's a believer, although he
said he had a Lugo Cy Young ticket at one point.
He said that he thinks they should shut down Seth Lugo. That was something people said, I think, before his last start on Monday when he looked a lot better.
Yeah, 7 innings of 2-run baseball. It was like, I think sometimes pitchers go through a dead arm period generally, and sometimes pitchers go through they don't have as good a stuff stretch. I'm willing to wait to find out. Look, Lugo's going to get thrown to the fire no matter what. I already laid it out. His next 5 games are at home against Philly, on the road against Houston, on the road against the Guardians, on the road against, New York. It's a nightmare schedule, so Lugo's going to be truly tested. But to win the division, they can't just not have Lugo for 2 straight starts. They just need him to be good instead. So, the reality is, they're only 2.5 games back of the division as it sits right now. I think Aaron Judge hit another home run today.
There you go.
Which is, at this point, I've given up on the hope of Bobby Wood Jr. winning the MVP because they're just both having historically great seasons, and I think they're going to vote for Aaron Judge. But still, yeah, at least on that end. Next up on What's Trending, Chiefs' final preseason game tonight, right here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports, your home for the Kansas City Chiefs. As a reminder, the game's going to be on 38 The Spot, not 41. They've got some other television obligations ahead. I've been told by NBC Corporate that the person in charge of any technical issues you have with getting the game on the antenna, making sure you see it on 38 The Spot, or how to get an antenna, the best one to buy, Aaron Ladd TV on Twitter or Instagram.
That.
He says he'll answer all questions, anyone, including your grandparents, your parents. If they call you, they need help. The contact person is Aaron Ladd TV on social media.
Yeah, he's been really outspoken about wanting to help people. He did that in that first preseason game as well.
Nice.
If you guys have any issues, he's more than happy to help. Don't bug anybody else. Aaron is more than happy to help you guys out for the preseason game tonight. But you should be listening on 96.5, The Fan. Anyway, we'll talk more about the preseason game after What's Trending. Next on What's Trending, Jahan Dotson traded to the Eagles, the Commanders wide receiver, former, second-round pick in 2022. First-round pick, I'm sorry. First-round pick in 2022. Traded to the
a lot of high hopes for Jahan Dotson.
Swapped some picks. I was definitely surprised to see this. I like the move for the Eagles. They all of a sudden have A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and now Jahan Dotson. But the full trade includes Jahan Dotson and 5th-round pick to the Eagles in exchange for 3rd-round pick and 2 7th-round picks. This must mean that you have a Commanders team that feels good about Luke McCaffrey, who was drafted in the 3rd round. They also have Byron Pringle in their wide receiver room.
It's not a good wide receiver room. I don't care they have confidence in it. I do not like this trade. You got a rookie quarterback getting ready to start the season as a rookie. I just wouldn't do it that way if I were them. Next up on What's Trending, the Royals did get their series win against the Angels last night. 7 shutout innings from Michael Lorenzen, and Lucas Ursek came in for the save in the 9th. The Royals 2.5 games back, as we had mentioned, of the Guardians in the division, 3.5 games up on the Red Sox for the final wild card spot, and 4.5 games back of the best record in all of the American League. Royals off today. They'll start a series against the Phillies on Friday.
That's what's trending here on Cody and Gold as we are hanging out in Las Vegas today and tomorrow. I hope everybody checks us out on social media because we put some photos up there of the property here at Circa. Even if you're not able to come out by September to enter this contest, which hopefully you can, October, we're going to be having some parties related to the Chiefs and Raiders game right here at Circa Resort and Casino. So you'll start hearing more and more about that. We've kind of teased it a little bit. All I know is we talked to somebody from Circa today, and for that weekend, the Chiefs are in town. The party we're hosting, there will be some game tickets available.
Ooh. Okay, so even if you're just out here and you just want to be in the city.
You're going to have to be at that party in October.
I was also told there'll be lots of other fun things to do during that time, but that's going to be a good party and a great time overall. Plus, you know, like for years it felt like it was harder to like get out and do stuff with the fans. We like getting together with the listeners of this station and with the listeners of this show. So if you're thinking, hey, you know, I want to hang out with Cody and Gold, no better place to do it than in Las Vegas. So that's the opportunity. If I were you, I'd take advantage of, but that'll be coming up in October.
If you've never been out here, again, the world's largest sports book, and there's a 143-foot screen out by the pool. I mean, just insane. Your room, depending on what side of the property you're on, our rooms overlook Stadium Swim. I mean, it's just insane. So you got to come out here. It is sports heaven. It really is. It is sports heaven, and that's why we're thrilled to be out here for the next couple of days. I mentioned the preseason game, though, during What's Trending, as you were talking about. Aaron Ladd helping folks out on the TV side.
So nice of him.
It is really, really nice of him. Is there anything that's going to get you to watch this game more than, okay, I just want to check in for a brief second? Like, it's some of it's the same stuff all preseason. Like, yes, I want to see Felix do something, Felix Anduke-Uzama, but otherwise, no starters are playing in the game tonight. So that automatically, the intrigue just dips dramatically. It doesn't mean anything.
The second that they made it clear to me, based on the way that they used him, that Carson Steele is their option behind Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That is their safety net. That's what they've decided. I don't even want him to play. Saw enough out of Worthy, so I'm good there. Obviously, I don't want Rashee Rice risking it, so I'm fine. So, no, I'm down to just, do I think preseason game number 3 is going to be an actual decider in what they do in cornerback 2? And my answer is no, because those guys aren't on the field and haven't been on the field together at any one point competing for the job at any point this offseason. So they're just going to have to go with their gut or go with the tape that they have on those guys and make a decision that is not as easy as it seems to be on paper at corner 2. So other than that, no. I guess I care what the 2-minute voice interaction is between Caleb Williams and Patrick Mahomes if they say something interesting. Because Caleb Williams got to say, like, hey, do you get nervous because it's going to be your first NFL game? And he said, I don't get nervous for anything. So if they have an interesting interaction for the first couple of moments, sure. And this would be our first time seeing them on a football field standing next to each other because people are already trying to do. They've done Mahomes and Allen, Mahomes and Burrow, Mahomes and Trevor Lawrence. Insert whatever name you want. Caleb Williams is the next person who probably has a chance to enter that conversation with C.J. Stroud. So I guess that part is just like, oh, the visual's kind of cool. But the game itself, Gold, what are you looking at?
Yeah, I mean, the kickoff stuff is always interesting just to see if teams adapt. I mean, that's been the story throughout preseason.
Let LRZ kick the whole time. I don't care.
But just the rules, we learned from the NFL this week that it sounds like they're not willing to tweak it to where there's a punishment, more of a punishment for touchbacks. I've been kind of anti-new kickoff rule because I just don't think it's going to work as much as everybody thinks it is. And the numbers that are out there now to me are misleading about kickoff returns because I think in the regular season we're going to see teams just go ahead and kick the touchback if the average return is going to the 29 anyway. So I'll be interested to see that a little bit more. Otherwise, you're talking so far down the depth chart. Let's just be real. You're talking about Felix Anduke-Uzama. You're talking about Nico Remigio and Justin Ross. Like, that's just third preseason game is the worst preseason game for a reason, and that's what we have tonight. And then we get through tonight, man. Then we're full go. Then we're full steam ahead, and we can get to week 1 of the season in 14 days from tonight.
I did just see Aaron Ladd respond to somebody on Twitter.
Yes.
Because someone said, hey, thanks for taking the point position on tech support for the game tonight, Aaron. Just picked this bad boy up as an antenna. Where's the tower located? What direction should I point her? Do you know where I can pick up some HDMI converters as well? Again, any questions about how to view the game, use your antenna, or anything else you've got related to the TV product for Chiefs Bears tonight, at Aaron Ladd TV. Just tell him Cody and Gold sent you, you know?
Yeah, I told Aaron we're glad to see you helping people. I responded. We've told people to direct questions to you, so he now knows. He now knows to be expecting those even more than he already was.
The entire game, too, by the way. If, if you just feel like something's gone wrong and it's a little
picture
glitchy,
quality is not what you want it to be, he can help you.
Yeah, you just let him know. He might be able to tell you which direction to point the antenna. You got to move it depending on the station sometimes.
Yeah, happy late birthday to Aaron Ladd, too. That's why he wanted he was showered with so much love on his birthday earlier this week that he wanted to give back, and that's why he's doing this tonight.
I didn't text him.
I forgot to. Yeah.
Did you send him a belated one?
No.
So this show did not wish Aaron Ladd a happy birthday at all.
I am now. I said
happy.
I said happy birthday.
Happy late birthday,
Aaron Ladd. Yeah, I
definitely meant to send it that day. I just forgot.
His birthday was the same day as Carrington's.
Wait, they have the same birthday?
I guess. If I would have known the day of, I would have also said happy birthday to him. I didn't know at the time. I said happy birthday to Carrington. I didn't know it was also Aaron's birthday, and I found out a few days later, and then here we are.
So
happy birthday.
So then you felt kind of silly because.
Correct. Yeah, I'm not going to text someone 4 days later and happy birthday. That's weird.
Inside a week, you might be giving a little grace period.
No. I mean, you can do what we just did, like happy belated birthday. But a text? Do I really need to send him a text now? It's been, I think Monday was his birthday.
Can I ask you one thing about the dinner last night?
Oh, yeah. It was, by the way, really nice dinner. Barry's Prime
Which is here on the Circa property.
Filet.
But, it's a really nice place. So, the sides would be, like a good, I was surprised you just got a baked potato.
Well, dude, I told you. If I go to a steakhouse,
butter? No salt? No pepper?
Well, there's already salt on the edge.
Did you get sour cream?
No,
nothing.
I always get.
Okay.
And I'll be honest, because it's a nice place, it's it's an expensive baked potato. I'm like, you get a baked potato anywhere.
Oh, we're back to this again? We're like rehashing February conversation. We went to an Italian restaurant during Radio Row in February, and I got hold on. I got spaghetti and meatballs, and you were critical then because you said what? And his reason was you can make that at home. Now I get a very nice filet. It was really, really tender. It was great, and I get a baked potato. Well cooked. I get a baked potato. I had a Caesar salad, and now Cody's like, well, you could just make that anyway. Well, no kidding. Technically, you can make everything. Not as good as that. It was an amazing steak. I'm not allowed to get a baked potato with my steak?
I thought a fine order by you other than the potato,
Oh, I had a nice glass of wine, a little Pinot Noir.
No complaints about any other portion of your order.
I feel like a baked potato is a classic.
Yeah.
It's
what do you want me to get? I mean, I could have got asparagus
on
top of it. I considered getting asparagus to go with the baked potato.
I think you should have gotten the asparagus.
What? No.
How did you get the steak cooked?
Medium. That's always my
medium
go-to.
rare.
Yeah, those are the two best ways to have your steak done. Medium or medium rare. Anything
Agreed.
above that, you start getting. No.
Agreed.
Nah, then you just turn it. I mean,
baked potato is classic, Cody. I don't think you should be. I don't think you should.
Yeah, that's a
earthed
normal size for a steak.
Why not bacon? Why not add bacon to the
baked potato butter only? That's my go-to. That's what I like. I'm 33 years old. I know what I like. I'm going to order what I like. Damn it. You're
just never going to change? You're just not going to grow?
Put some respect on his decision. He's 33 years old.
I mean, I think that they're just inoffensive.
What was your side again?
It was gnocchi.
Yeah, I think that's weird with a steak. So
it's not. It's a potato. It's
a lot of places don't even offer that as a side.
Hang on. You got a type of potato, but you're grilling Gold for getting a baked potato.
It was the nature in which it just, it wasn't the potato itself. It was the I thought it was the cost-benefit analysis. I thought it could have ordered better. I didn't say he ordered bad. I thought it could have ordered better. You
should have got a Caesar salad.
I also got two different comments on my shirt last night.
Yeah, so Cody was
both from the host stand.
I'm glad you brought this up.
Well, I was in a T-shirt because I didn't want to wear a T-shirt to a steakhouse. That seemed rude.
Okay, so we went to I went and put on a pair of jeans, and polo shirt, different shoes because it was a nice restaurant. I get down to the lobby. Cody's got a lime or lemon?
It's just citrus, general citrus fruit.
Citrus fruit, and you got multiple comments about the shirt.
Yeah.
I feel like you would have been questioning my pant choice if I wore the same pants you wore.
Maybe.
We went to a steakhouse. You were wearing what would be very nice, like
joggers,
athletic joggers, but they just with the combo with the shirt, the joggers, and then the dress shoe. It was you were going casual, like
it was all casual.
You had all. I think you had 3 levels.
It was meant to be casual, but not like I'm in shorts and a T-shirt. I wasn't trying to overdress. We're there the first night, and I knew that it's a steakhouse in the bottom of a casino. People are going to be wearing a variety of different clothing. They don't have like a a dress code at the steakhouse.
Well, they do technically.
Well, they have a dress code at the really
Legacy
nice
Club
Legacy
tonight.
Club. They definitely have.
Are you gonna wear?
We're going tonight?
Well, no. I think that's tomorrow night.
Oh, okay. No, I'll wear. I don't
Someone
know.
says baked potato and asparagus with a steak every time. That's basically what I got. Baked potato is probably the most classic side with a steak. I can't believe you're even arguing. It is like, I mean, if we're steak and potato. I mean, it's as classic and as old as time.
What do you have? What do you have against a chive? I guess is my question.
So okay, let me.
Or some bacon.
So potato skin. When I get potato skins, do you like potato skins?
Sure.
Those are very good, right? It has bacon on it. It has cheese. I usually will get it without scallions, so onions. But it has cheese and it has bacon on it still. Yeah.
Why no? Oh, so even the potato skin you asked for no.
No onion, no green
Do you
onion.
like no onion at all? Are you not an onion guy?
Green onion, not a huge fan.
Okay.
Now, are there green onions inside of like chicken fried rice? Technically, yes. Will I eat that? Sure. But on the potato skin, I don't eat it. You know?
Okay.
Like today, after the show, we're going to get lunch. I can't wait to hear what Cody thinks is a crazy order.
No,
at
it
lunch
sounds like
today.
you were just gonna get brisket fried rice.
Yeah,
I got no complaint about that.
Did I lead you astray? Everybody here has acknowledged.
Everyone has mentioned the brisket
fried rice.
Puts a lot of pressure on the dish. I'll say.
Yeah.
Like 10 people are gushing about this dish. What if it's just okay?
Well, I'm sure you'll find a way to be critical of it. I'm
not going to be critical.
I'm sure you'll find a way. Don't worry. Cody was saying, like, I can't believe you ate the rice with the spoon instead of a fork, or a fork instead of a spoon.
I don't care what utensil
There'll be some way. Drew, when I eat with Cody, I have to. You never know what my eating habit is going to be pointed out the next day. I couldn't even have damn spaghetti and meetballs in February.
I'll say this: those things do stick with me when people say them because. So last night, and I didn't say anything to you, nor would I say it to anybody.
Yeah.
But when I was probably 25 years old and working with a restaurant with people who, I was eating with a bunch of people who were all from foreign countries. They were all, interns from across the world. And I, one time, was eating food in which I cut something and then switched hands and then ate it with the hand I had just cut it with. And they said, that is so rude. Nobody else in the entire world does that. So for the rest of my life, including the steak dinner last night, I cut the food and I eat it with my left hand. And I will for the rest of my life due to that shame.
Yeah. Don't need to do that.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, just keep switching. Yeah.
It actually is an extra step. It's an unnecessary step when I thought about it.
Yeah.
It's like it does make sense. You should just eat with your left. If I'm eating with just a fork, I use my right hand.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm eating something that I cut, I eat it with my left.
Yeah.
Well, there at our event.
Is this ludicrous behavior?
At our event last week, Cody, I remember you talking about one of the drinks, and as soon as you said as soon as they started making it, you knew it was not going to be good.
Actually, hold on, wait.
Cody could be at Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding with the best food possible, and he'd find a way to be critical of it.
That was a fair complaint.
What happened?
It doesn't really. We were somewhere. It doesn't matter
where.
At
our launch party.
We were hanging out, and they had. I thought I should order one of the specialty cocktails. That was fine.
Okay.
And I didn't. I drank it, but they I had asked for a certain type of drink,
Cody.
and they used ingredients I don't think should be used in that drink. And just to be clear, Nikki Vivas agreed with me over at 99.7 The Point.
Correct.
It's not a big deal. I tipped. I left. I took my drink. I moved on with I didn't make a big stink about it. I was just, and then I just got a different drink
mention
after.
it to us, though.
Man.
I put it out to you, Drew. You were standing there when I ordered.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Good.
I expect that from you, Cody, because you've said
tomorrow
multiple times
we'll
you've
report
worked
back.
in the restaurant industry, so you tend to be a little bit more judgmental.
Yeah,
because
Alex,
I wouldn't make it this way, but they chose to do it this way.
Alex maybe has more opinions on how people should shop or buy electronics due to your time at Best Buy.
Sure, I guess.
Other than that, you just worked in radio. I can't point out a bunch of other jobs you've had.
I guess. I just can't wait after we have between lunch and cocktail hour tonight and dinner tonight. I can't wait to come back tomorrow on the show and find out what wasn't served properly to you. I can't wait to find out what drink wasn't good enough for Cody Tapp. That's what we're going to all learn together tomorrow on the show.
Yeah. We'll find out exactly I think it'll be great.
Text line says you're food shaming. I agree.
I'm not food shaming.
I think you're food and drink shaming, man. Food and drink shaming.
I'll say this. The one thing when I say about your food, when you say, I'm 33, I like what I like, is that I think people should want to grow. That people should be open to new experiences.
I had a baked potato
Yeah. It's not like
I'm making this a life lesson. You don't have to you can eat baked potatoes, but you should be open to new experiences. Let's say you meet a nice young woman.
Oh, here we go.
And she says,
here we go.
Alex, I can't believe how much I love going to this museum. You're like, that sounds stupid. I don't want to do it. Maybe you should open your eyes. Open yourself to new experience. Maybe you'd find out you like it.
Well, that is something I'm more willing to do than trying a food I just know I don't like. Like, I know I do not like sour cream in my baked potato. Why would I put it on there?
Look, on sour cream, I think that's such a strong flavor. Yeah. I think you might have a point on that one.
Anyway.
Chive, I'm just surprised you don't like bacon on it.
I do on potato skins. I don't need it inside of my baked potato. So, I like bacon.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised the bacon didn't at least make
Cody's the person, Gold, who will say, eat this and it'll change your life. Like,
yeah.
you got to do it this way, and it'll change your life.
I mean, the brisket fried rice might here in about a half hour.
According to what you guys have been told.
It might be. It might actually change our lives.
Gold, I mean, I'll say the hype is up on this brisket fried rice, so it better deliver.
It's the most underrated.
It's like people talking about the shrimp cocktail at St. Elmo's based on the way
Indianapolis.
It's been discussed.
Someone said, does Cody not agree with steak sauce?
Well, I don't agree with that either.
If your steak is good enough, then
our
it
sauce
shouldn't
had
require,
a sauce. Our steak had a pan sauce last night. It depends on what you mean by steak sauce.
If
like
you're putting
A1, I would assume.
The steaks. If you're using A1, I'm sorry, it's not a good steak.
I agree.
If you're using A1, it's not a good steak.
I completely agree.
Versus a pan sauce, that's different.
But do you see, this is the reverse of your argument. They know what they like to taste. Why are you telling them what to eat, what they like to taste? That's the same thing you just said to me.
No, because
they know what they like.
Steak sauce is, to me, used to enhance what a steak that doesn't taste good enough to you.
No, they're saying they like the flavor of the steak and that sauce together.
No, I think A1
You're
is
telling them how to enjoy their
cheap,
food.
bad steaks. use A1 for cheap, bad steaks.
I'm turning this around. If I'm going to be accused of this, that's the same thing.
Yeah. No, I actually think I'm in the majority on the steak sauce.
I don't use it. I just use whatever pan sauce we're eating it with.
You want to use A1 with a cheap steak at a breakfast place? That's different. That's like cheap skirt steak. That's like cheap skirt. That's like cheap skirt steak stuff, Whereas you go to like a fine dining restaurant. But imagine last night if I was saying, "Hey, can I get some A1 on this fillet?" That would
no
be
chance they even had.
That's my point. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
No chance they had.
That's
you
my
wouldn't
point.
even have been allowed to get it right.
Yeah. Anyway, fun first day. It's only noon here in Vegas,
guys.
What's that?
Enjoy the brisket.
We will, Drew. I appreciate that, man. We're back at it tomorrow.
I'll let you know how it is. I'll give my review 1 out of 10.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure he's going to say it's overhyped. I already can tell.
Keith Lee this thing. I'm going to do a whole video about it.
Spoiler. He's going to say it's overhyped. We're back at it tomorrow, 10 to 2, live here in Las Vegas from Circuit Resort and Casino, their ultimate contest weekend. Follow us on Twitter, at Alex Gold, at Cody B. Tap. We'll have some more stuff going on later on this afternoon, including, I guess, a food review. The drive with CDOT. I guess would be Bink. I'm sorry. CDOT's out of town. Bink, coming up next.